Being queer and an immigrant has its many layers. Let's chat about the realities as a queer person in our home countries and how being queer changes in the USA. Let's chat.
For me, it changed everything because I was in the closet in Venezuela and I was afraid, people would, not accept me, which they didn't. Like, they're just a much harder process. Like, they don't want to deal with those realities. When I grew up, the friends of my family that were, part of the community or gay, they were either like the hairdressers or like the photographer or the whatever, or the dance teacher, something like that. And you can, I think a perfect reflection of society and Latino society is if you watch telenovelas, because depending on the year where the telenovela was made, you can really see where the characters are and where their minds are. And gay people has always been the butt of the joke, either the crazy person serial killer or the butt of the joke. So it completely changed when I was over here. The difference was I found more of a tribe, people that I found that were more open to getting to know you and judge you less. I got lucky like that. I know it's very difficult for many people. I just happened to get lucky to find my tribe.
I mean, honestly, for me, and I can totally relate to what you're saying, being a person that was born and raised in Colombia until I was 14 years old, I was heavily bullied every single day of my life. I mean, there was not one day where I didn't hear someone laughing at me, poking, fun, bullying me, verbal, psychological, and physical harassment on a daily basis at school, on the streets. I mean, I remember being at the mall and I was 11 years old and somebody started whistling and calling me names and stuff. I had parents of other students bullying me, teachers. I couldn't even go and tell the teacher that I was being bullied because they were like, well, then why are you talking like that? It was always my fault.
The principal of my school was a lesbian. And they found her kissing her girlfriend in the parking lot of the school, and they fired her. In my case, it was even worse because my last name is Sapene. Pene in Spanish is penis. So imagine being the gay kid in the school and having penis for your last name.
Trying being in an all-boy Catholic school as a trans girl. I was harassed horrendously, and it was the worst experience of my life.
So let me ask you guys, when you got to the United States, what is that transition then like for you guys? Are you guys automatically loud and proud and entrusting the culture of the US? Are you still, because I guess why I'm asking is, what sort of struggles do you have in your mind when it comes to navigating a new country, a new culture, new laws, while still wanting to come out and be out?
I loved the United States so much because to me, the United States was what I saw in the movies, what I saw in the TV shows. So I always dreamt of living in Los Angeles, for example. That was my biggest dream. I accomplished it. In my life, if I dropped that tomorrow, I always wanted to live in LA, and I've lived more than half of my life in Los Angeles. So to me, I think that in the dream and in the whole being clouded with the happiness of moving here, it just was a fresh start. I saw things with a different perspective, and I saw it as an opportunity to just embrace what was happening and take a risk and meet people and talk to people. So I became more open. So I was out in the streets, I was out, and people knew that I was gay, but in my house, everybody thought that I was, straight or whatever. I mean, mom says that she always knew, but you know what I mean? We're still keeping that facade of for the family and for the people,
I think for me, same. I feel like I didn't want to take this opportunity for granted, so I tried to assimilate as much as I could. I started high school literally 3 days after I moved here, and my first thing was okay, I don't want anyone to bully me again. I mean, I was so what's the word?
Traumatized.
Traumatized, thank you, by the whole experience of being in Colombia, that the moment I moved here, I just became very quiet and I was trying not to make too much noise about my identity. And it took me years. I mean, I didn't come out until after high school, almost at the end of my college career, that I decided to start my gender transition. So I definitely didn't want to jeopardize, this new opportunity of being in the best country in the world.